Hey, this is Andy Thompson, Assistant Account Manager for Town Park at Maryland Live Casino, and I just wanted to make a quick video for my cashiers. I wanted to touch on three things. So first of all, how I view the cashiers within the scope of our entire valet operation. Second of all, my expectations and what I am looking for from a cashier. And then third, I'll just briefly touch on what's going to happen going forward at Maryland Live. So the first thing, how we view the cashiers within the scope of the entire valet operation. If you think of our entire operation from arrival through the casino to departure as a human body, so we're going to make a metaphor here. Think of the operation as a body. I would say that our GSCs are our senses. So our ears, our eyes, our mouths. They're talking a lot, they're looking at the cars, they're listening to the guests when the guests arrive. The GSAs are probably the arms and the legs. So they're the ones that are doing the work of valet. They're the ones that are physically parking the cars. They're the ones that are physically doing the retrievals. Our cashiers, I would say, are the brain. So the cashiers work in the nerve center of our operation. And you all, the cashiers, make all of the decisions as to what the arms and the legs are going to do. So it is up to you to place a key out, for example, for retrieval, in order to help that GSA know to grab it and then fulfill their role of bringing it around. Now I want to be clear on this. Our operation depends on everybody, but especially the success of our operation depends on the brain. It depends on the correct decisions being made at the correct times. So the simple example that I just gave was a retrieval, and we depend on you all every time we make a retrieval. Every time a customer is ready to leave, you all are the ones that need to pull the key and give it to the GSAs. We also depend on you for the exit script of our mystery shop. We need you all to be using the guest names. We need you all to be offering directions. We need you to be inviting our guests back. And then, most importantly, we depend on you all to avoid glitches. So we depend on the cashiers, on the brains, on the decision makers to put us in a position to succeed when a guest makes a request that is outside of the norm. We need you all to be communicating those requests to GSCs and GSAs in a way that helps our team succeed and in a way that allows us to execute that request. So moving on to my second piece, what I expect and what I want to see from cashiers. I want to see you all being leaders at the site. So I want to see you all going above and beyond to do that. I know that sometimes you're on a shift by yourself, and so you're more or less trapped in that booth just waiting for transactions. When that happens, I want you all to be leading with our Happy To initiative. So the Happy To initiative is anytime a customer makes a request, we want to be happy to fulfill that request. So whether it's just a simple retrieval, yes, Mr. Smith, I would be happy to give that key to a valet to pull around for you. Or whether it's a request, yes, Mr. Jones, I would be happy to help a valet walk you to your car so that you can put your bake pan away, whatever it is. I want to see you all being leaders with our Happy To initiative. Other ways that you can lead, when there are multiple cashiers on a shift at the main valet booth or the North Valet cashier booth, one of you all would be more than welcome to go outside that gate and get out front and start interacting with guests. And just getting outside that cashier booth is a way that you can lead. It'll help you communicate with guests, it'll help shorten that wait time, and it'll help add value for our guests. The final way that you can add value is by being a great communicator and a great problem solver. So as a manager, I'm here to help our operation. I'm here to solve problems and to help you solve problems with guests. But if you can be proactive and if you can communicate well with your team, whether it's with the other cashiers, whether it's with your GSCs, or whether it's with your GSAs, that communication piece can help us avoid those glitches that I talked about earlier. And then finally, the third piece is what my vision for our site going forward is. So first off, a bit about my role as a manager. I want to help you succeed. So I want to provide you tools so that every shift you can do your job successfully. I want to see cashiers in the long term, so whether it's 3 months, 6 months, even a year out, cashiers from our site who are getting promoted and moving on within the company. Whether that's getting promoted to a lead cashier role, an auditor role, even an assistant manager, or in the long term an account manager role. I believe that our cashiers are capable of that. So in order to do that, we are going to be moving quickly. We need to make improvements at the site. Going forward, as these improvements are happening, please make sure you stay up to date. I will be trying to communicate with you. I try to be a good communicator. But if you are not open to these changes, or if you're not receptive to listening to what's going on, we won't move forward at all and we won't improve. So please, going forward, as we make changes and as I provide resources and as Scott provides resources and as Jason provides resources for you all to succeed, please, please, please ask questions. Work with your peers, work with your GSCs on utilizing those resources so that we can have the best valet team possible. Okay, cashiers, thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you on the ramp.